Good morning, everyone. I hope that you hear me well. If not, of course, you can ask colleagues to deal with any problems. I have just three small points that I would like to mention at the beginning of this webinar. First of all, I would like to thank you all for participating on this event that we have decided to organize. We understand that the situation around us is not the best one, but we hope that this format will allow us to promote and give more information to all of you about the topic that we have chosen. As far as I was informed, we have participants on the North Macedonian side from the Presidential Office, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Interiors. From the Czech side, we have 11 companies that has decided to join us today. Czech Ministry of Defense, Czech Ministry of the Foreign Affairs, and last but not least, the Association of the Czech Association of the Security and Industry at the Czech Republic. So once more, thank you very much to all of you to spend some time with us, and I hope that it will be helpful to all of you. A second point that I would like to mention is that just recently North Macedonia celebrated first year as the full member of NATO, and I would like to congratulate all who worked hard and tirelessly to get into that position that was very well deserved. This is the process that was kind of long and not easy, but anyway, it will bring more and more challenges that Czech Republic has already have and has big experience from such a process and can and want to share it. So that's why we decided to organize this webinar to let our Macedonian friends to observe what the Czech defense industry can do and offer according to the needs of the Macedonian armed forces. Since it's a webinar, of course, we will follow the order, but I hope that we will have lots of time for the question and answer sessions to give everyone the possibility to raise questions and get answers as needed, I would say. The companies that we have chosen are, on the top of the list all over the world. They are producing and selling their products all over the world. And I always say regarding the Czech companies that we do good quality products and sell it for the reasonable price, which is the advantage that we have. The third point why we are meeting today from my side is the timing that I wanted to mention, why we decided to do it right now. Here at the Czech Embassy in Skopje, we are just in the middle of preparation of the high-level visit that is going to happen first part of May, when the Czech and Macedonian defense ministers will meet with their delegations and discuss all kinds of possible cooperation among those two entities and countries. And we think that this is just a good possibility for us to show what's possible on the Czech side and what's needed on the Macedonian side. And of course, if anything will be attracting your attention during the webinar, might be included into that meeting that we are preparing for this high-level visit. So I encourage you to share as much as possible from your portfolios and needs and opinions. So we have a fruitful discussion today, and of course, so we can include some outcomes of this meeting for the meeting of our ministers. Of course, you know, if there would be anything after the meeting, we are always available here at the embassy, so everybody can contact us to follow on the topics that are going to be mentioned. And of course, you know, you will have direct contact to those companies that are going to present themselves to you today. So you can either use the ways through the embassy or you can contact them directly. So this is from my side. At the beginning, I have to apologize that I'm not going to spend the whole time with you because I have a meeting with Foreign Minister Osmani this morning. But my colleague David Chernohorský that just opened the webinar and actually worked hard to prepare it will be available for all of you. And if you need anything, of course, you know, I am also available for you too. So let me conclude again by thanking you for participating, deciding to be with us today. I wish you the fruitful discussion and good meetings. And of course, you know, above all in this pandemic situation, I wish you strong health. Again, if there is anything you would like to share with me directly, don't hesitate and do it. Thank you very much. I assume that is enough for the start, and I would let the others to say a couple of words before we start. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Now I will pass the words to the Director of the Section of Industrial Cooperation at the Ministry of Defense of the Czech Republic, to Mrs. Konderlova. The floor is yours.
Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Your Excellency, all the colleagues from the Czech side and from the Macedonian side. I would like to thank you, first of all, for the organization of the webinar, which is very timely, given the high-level visit that is due in the first half of May. I'm very sorry that we cannot meet personally. It's been almost a year now, or more than a year now, that we have shifted to a virtual world. But I'm sure that even in these circumstances, today's webinar will give very good outcomes. I would like to thank you for the introduction, of course, and thank you for the opportunity to also say a few words on behalf of the Czech Ministry of Defense, and especially on behalf of our Division for Industrial Cooperation. I would like to follow up on Mr. Ambassador's words and express strong support for Northern Macedonian's membership in the NATO. I think that the country's accession to the alliance was a big step forward towards its security and towards its anchoring in the so-called Western structures. So let me also join Mr. Ambassador to again congratulate the North Macedonia on this big step forward. The Czech Republic joined the NATO more than 20 years ago, and I think that the membership has, among other, of course, definitely boosted modernization of our armed forces. And if I should underline our perspective, so the perspective of the Division of Industrial Cooperation, I think the accession to the alliance, to the NATO, helped a fast development of our technological base and helped build capacities of the Czech defense industry that has a strong tradition, strong and long tradition, and a very successful history. This is why I really appreciate today's opportunity to co-open this webinar and meeting of various actors on both sides, and especially businesses, and to see a very strong representation of the Czech defense and security companies from various fields. They are all very experienced, they are all very well known to the Czech armed forces, and they all have a lot to offer to Macedonian partners. The decision of the North Macedonia to modernize its army will definitely bring a lot of opportunities for industrial cooperation, and our division, many of you know, has always been there to support and assist partners on both sides to negotiate and close business deals. And here I would really like to underline twice the words on both sides, and that for a very simple reason. Our minister, together with my deputy minister for industrial cooperation, have at the beginning of this week publicly announced creation of the Czech Agency for Intergovernmental Defense Cooperation at the G2G level. And by this step, we have ranked ourselves, or the Czech Republic is among 8 other countries in the world that have a dedicated agency that deals with sales of military material at the G2G level. So for us, it was a big step forward as well in terms of international cooperation, international defense cooperation. We will dedicate the coming weeks and months to raise the awareness about the functioning and main principles of work of this agency, not only on among the Czech businesses, but also among our partners from foreign countries. And here, I would like to conclude by the fact that I'm really happy that North Macedonia will probably be, or will be the first case that will be dealt by this agency for G2G cooperation. And I sincerely do hope that more concrete business cases will quickly follow, and that today's webinar might help identifying them. So I wish that you have a good discussion, virtual discussion. Do not hesitate to have questions. Same as Mr. Ambassador, I will have to leave the meeting for another one, but there are my colleagues who will stay online, and they are ready to answer any questions that you might have for the Ministry of Defense and the Division of Industrial Cooperation. So thank you very much once more for being here today, for giving me the opportunity to be with you, at least for a while, for a moment, and I wish you best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Director. Now, before the main part of our webinar will start, I have just a few basic organizational things for you. First, every company will have a 10-minute presentation, so please do not exceed your time. Second, the discussion is scheduled to the end of the webinar, but if you have any questions during our session, you can write them down into our chat. And at the end, you also can just raise digitally your hand or write in the chat that you have a question. Then I will pass you the word, and then you just put on your camera and microphone and can start talking. I also did a short manual for you in the chat, so if you want to know how to put these things on, you can just have a look there. Please leave your microphones and cameras off while we're not presenting, so our connection remains stable and without outages. And I think that's all as to the basic organizational things. And now I would like to start the main part of our webinar, and I give the floor to the first company representative, which is Oritest. Please, the floor is yours.
Oh. Oh, yes. I hope you hear me and you see me. I'm not sure. Can I give some feedback if the connection is well?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. We can see you too.
Great, ladies and
Can
gentlemen.
you wait for a minute? I'm very sorry. I totally forgot to one of the main persons of our session, Mr. Jiří from the Defense Association, and he's also helping us to organize the seminar. So this is kind of a little faux pas. So sorry if you could wait a minute and please give Mr. Jiří the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. I assume that you remember to me. It's no problem. So it's my great pleasure to be here. So, dear Macedonian partners, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues, friends, hello to everyone. It's my great pleasure to be here at this seminar. Unfortunately, it's only in a virtual form. First of all, I like to thank the Czech Embassy staff for preparing of this event. I am sure that it's a good opportunity how to obtain the information about the Czech defense and security industry products and abilities. I am head of the Czech Defense and Security Industry Association, so let me tell you a few words about this organization. Defense and Security Industry Association. Sorry? Any problem with the? No. So
it's okay.
The Czech Defense and Security Industry Association represents more than 120 companies now. We are very export-oriented. We are a very export-oriented nation country. About 90% of our products are exported to the more than 100 countries. Believe me that we have a lot of experiences how to fulfill the needs of our foreign partners, foreign customers, and our products are placed on the demanding market as such a United States market. US market has won the first or the second place of our export last several years. Hopefully the North Macedonian market will be on the similar position in short time. Maybe this webinar help to this aim. So I don't want to waste your time. I'm sure that the most important presentation are waiting for you. I wish valuable time to all of you on this seminar, and hopefully we'll meet personally in the better time as now. Thank you for attention. Thank you for your time, and I apologize that I will not be able to be with you for all time. My colleague Dan is ready to be with you for all time. Thank you for your time again, and cross fingers for better time.
Thank you very much, Jiří, and again, Seb, sorry for forgetting you.
No problem, sir.
So now we can really start with the main part of our webinar. So please, the company, or the representative of the company, Oritest, the floor is really now yours.
So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity to join this webinar. It is my name is Lenka Orlova, and it is my pleasure to introduce you our company Oritest, which is the only manufacturer of simple detection devices in Czech Republic. The company was established in 1992 by qualified chemists who have been dealing in the field of chemical warfare agent protection for more than 25 years. Maybe please the next slide. Shortly to our history. Many important things achieved in the 90s. In addition to founding the company, it was made the first delivery for Czech Army, and also the first export. We currently export our products to more than 50 countries worldwide. Next slide, please. Next one. As you can see in the picture, the main group, approximately 90% of our customers, are armed forces and fire brigades. Next one, please. Czech Republic is a very small country, and we export almost 80% of our production abroad. Next one, please. Now you can see our customers by regions. The red dots show the countries where our products have been successfully exported in the company's history. Now I would like to point, I'm sorry, it's a yes, customer regions in percents. Now we can see. Now I would like to point out our strengths. On the next slide, please. Right. All products of our company are a result of our own research and development, and Oritest is the only sole owner of all know-how. The research and research team of the company is the founder of more than 80 patents, mostly used in production, and more than 150 scientific publications. Other advantage is that the export is completely handled by Oritest and Oritest's daughter company, which is authorized in the export of military products. Oritest is also a member of the Czech NBC team. It is the free alliance of companies dealing in the field of CBRN. The main goal of this group is an active cooperation, mutual support, and effort to offer the customer a complete CBRN solution. Now I would like to continue to the main topic. Our detection products are based on creating color changes on chemical reactions. You may be thinking that nowadays all detectors are electronic, but it's not true. Simple detection devices have and will have its very important use. Next slide, please. Simple detectors and instruments are not competing but complementing each other. On the next slide, I hope we can see a table I'm sorry. I think it's 2 slides more than I have. Yes, as I had said, these instruments are not competing, but complementing each other. That's the most important thing on it. On the next slide, we can see a table which with comparison of advantages and disadvantages of simple detector devices and instruments. As you can see, the biggest advantages of simple detector are they are cheap, they are small, you don't need no power and almost no training, and they are in opposite to instruments. Instruments are difficult, sometimes too demanding and complicated for use. They need maintenance, and you need a special training, and they are expensive. On the next slide, we can see an overview of our products, to which I say briefly a few sentences. Our main products are detection papers, detection tubes, detection strips, and 3 basic types of detection kits that combine the above mentioned products. So we can continue with the detection strip, DetaHit. Detection strip was designed for detection of pesticides and nerve agents in air, water, food, liquids, and surfaces. Its use is very simple. This detector uses the principle of inhibiting acetylcholinesterase. If the agent is present, ACE is inhibited and no color appears, it means danger. In other case, the color appears and it means there is no danger. On the picture, you can see the examples of use this detection strip. We can continue with detection papers. I think one of our most important product is a detection paper for detection of liquid chemical warfare agents. A drop of the agents creates immediately a color spot, and the color spot, the color of the spot depends on the type of the agent. We are manufacturing 2 variants of detection paper, adhesive and non-adhesive. The text on the booklet can be manufactured in any language, also in Macedonian language. So, our next products, please. We produce a series of tubes covering most of well-known major chemical warfare agents and the most widespread pollutants produced by industrial activity. Our tubes are compatible with pumps of other well-known manufacturers, and of course in our portfolio also includes our own pump and also an electrical pump, sophisticated electric for
Sorry, Mrs. Orlova, just for you to know, we have the last 3 minutes. Thank you.
3 minutes. Okay, I'm almost at the end. The last important products are kits. We combine all these products into 3 basic types of kits designed according to the way of use and the composition of individual types of products can be modified according to the customer's needs. Now you can see in 2 minutes, in last 2 minutes, the pictures with these 3 types of kits. There is a combination of number of detection papers, number of detection strips. 2 types of these detection kits content hand pump, and one is special containing the electrical pump. This lightweight is very popular by armed forces in the field. The second one in the case is very popular by fire brigades, and the last one is special for some chemical parts of fire brigades and other. So as I have said, we are exporting our products to more than 50 countries. On the last one of the last slide, you can see our references. This is the last one. Love references. Thank you again for the opportunity to join this webinar. Thank you for listening. And if you will have any questions, I am ready at the end to answer everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Orlova. We will also proceed your presentation to our Macedonian partners so they can also look on it for one more time. Thank you very much. So now I would like to ask the next representative of the company Avechem, the Czech company Avechem, to start their presentation. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for inviting me. I will ask just Mr. Svoboda for assistance because I need my presentation.
Yes, of course. Wait a minute, please.
Thank you. Perfect. At first, please let me thank you for inviting our company to this nice webinar. This is not first occasion when we can meet the North Macedonian people and people from government as well, because in 2019 we had a nice presentation for the Ministry of Defense of North Macedonia. Let me tell you a few words about our company, because I don't want to bother you with company details. The company was established in 1993, so you can find the mark AVEC on the market since 1993. The company is located in Czech Republic. They are manufacturing protective equipment for NBC protection. It means that we can offer you gas masks, respirators, protective suits, gloves over boots, and all equipment. So we can dress up the soldier from heels to head, and we are also offering and manufacturing collective protective devices. So it means that we are able to equip your air raid shelters with the filter ventilation system for protection against NBC agents. Next slide, please. All the products are manufactured according to the NATO standards and according to the European standards. For the ensuring of the quality of the product, we have here a system ISO 9001, and we have also established system ISO 14001. the other system, according to Aquap, has been also established in the company. The company is a member of Czech NBC Team Alliance and also Association of Defense and Security Industry. We have been major supplier for NATO forces as well. Currently, we have been supplying our products to 64 countries worldwide. Our products you can find in on 5 continents. So it means that all the products were proven in different climatic conditions. Next slide, please. I will start with the filter canisters because it's our first top product. We have been manufacturing different types of filter canisters for various situations. All the canisters we can supply into threat types according to the NATO standard, and also for the armies who which still do have old Russian masks on stock. We are also able to supply these filters with according to the older Russian standard GOST. Next slide, please. What's new on the filter canisters? Because we have been a supplier to other NATO countries which sent their soldiers to different peacekeeping missions in Afghanistan or Iraq, we know that the situation on battlefield has changed. Now you cannot have only one filter for protection. You needed to have 2 filters, which provided to the soldiers protection against toxic industrial chemicals and also at the same time against military warfare agents. It means that sometimes insurgents were using standard toxic industrial chemicals such as chlorine to attack the Allied troops. And therefore, we developed a completely new generation of filter canisters. We managed to connect advantages of military filter canisters, industrial filter canisters, and reactor filter canister into one filter canister with no compromise. So it doesn't mean that the filter canister is not good as a military one. No, it is so good as a military canister, TIC canister, and reactor canister as well. Everything is integrated into one. Next slide, please. So what is new and key advantages of the new line of filter canisters? We are using activative carbon with extreme surface. We have a newest types of impregnation, which are not sensitive on the filter destroyers, such as the chlorine, brome, etc., which were used to destroy military filters. We have a new grade of filtration paper, which provides a very low breathing resistance. At the same time, it provides very high efficiency on different types of particles, including bacteria, viruses, etc. We are providing 20 years shelf life. This is unique. I don't know any company worldwide which is providing 20 years. We are offering better tolerance to storage conditions, so the filters can be stored up from temperatures -5 or -10 degrees of centigrade up to +50 degrees of centigrade. And there is an optional equipment. There is a detector of proper storage. On demand, we can attach to the filter a humidity detector, so you can see if the filter was used or unused or opened, even if the plastic bag in which is the filter packed was compromised. Next slide, please. As I've been telling you about the filter canisters, I would like to introduce you more closely some of the most common filters which we have been supplying to NATO countries. This is NBC1SL. The filter was designed for special forces. It's very light. It provides a medium term protection against toxic industrial chemicals and against chemical warfare agents. Next slide, please. This is NBC2SL or NBC HG Plus filter canister. We've been supplying this filter canister for hot areas, for hot climates, such as for desert areas. Main customers are in Middle East and also in Africa. This filter was designed for chemical specialists and for troops. The filter provides protection against toxic industrial chemicals and chemical warfare agents as well. Next slide, please. This is the NBC 3SL M canister. This is from the family of the new filters. The filter is a universal filter designed for chemical specialists and for special forces as well. This filter provides you universal protection against all known NBC agents, TIC, toxic industrial chemicals, and also it provides you protection against radioactive metal iodine. The filter is certified also as a filter reactor according to German standard DIN 18621. Next slide, please. The O07M is a military filter. It provides a very long-term protection against toxic industrial, against chemical warfare agents, and medium-term protection against toxic industrial chemicals. This is very light filter with very low breathing resistance, and this filter is suitable for soldiers. Next slide, please. This is biological filter canister. We have been supplying this canister for fighting against COVID. The filter provides you reliable protection against bacteria and viruses. It does have a disinfection effect, so you do not need to do disinfection of inner parts of the filter. Next slide, please. This is PCAN. This is police filter canister. The filter is designed for police operations. It provides protection against all known irritating agents or law enforcement agents used by police. The filter is very light, and this filter is also very commonly used for the training of troops. Next slide, please.
Last 2 minutes, please.
This is police filter canister compact version. Next slide, please. Next one. We have been manufacturing also tactical half masks, which are designed for special forces. You can see a link on video, so you can watch the video later. Next slide, please. We have also dual purified respirator. This is unique respirator which provides you protection against biological threats, but at the same time it filtrates air which you are exhaling. So it means that the other people are protected from you. This is very good for critical infrastructure or for medical service when you cannot be danger or where you cannot infect the other people. Next slide, please. We have been manufacturing also escape hoods. Next slide. This is VIP version for protection against all known chemical warfare agents and in the same time against carbon monoxide. This is very good for bodyguards. Next slide, please. We are manufacturing also chemical protective suits. Next slide, please. The typical protective suit is our MS1, which is supplied to many countries. We are manufacturing it as a coverall or two-piece suit. The technical data you can read here. Next slide, please. And we are manufacturing collective filters for shelters. Next slide, please. There are typical filters for shelters. We can offer you complete portfolio of the filters. Next slide, please. And we are manufacturing also filters for tanks and armored vehicles like BMPs and main battle tanks. Next slide, please. This is our last slide. I would like to thank you for attention. And I would like to also thank to our business partner in North Macedonia, company Mike International. So if you have any technical question or any other question, you can also ask them because this is our partner in North Macedonia. And my best regards to Mr. Panche Popovsky. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your nice presentation, and let's go to the next one, the representative of the company Gubarny Zubří. The floor is yours.
So, good day to everyone. Thank you for your invitation to this webinar. And my name is Radim Malina, and I'm from company Gubarny Zubří, which has a long-term tradition in production of protective gas masks. In a short presentation, I would like to present you our protective gas mask products. I will share the presentation. I believe you can see it.
We can see it perfect.
Okay, great. Our company Gubarny Zubří is located in a small city Zubří on the southeast of the Czech Republic, near to the Slovakia border. Something about gas mask history in Czechoslovakia. In 1923 was developed first Czechoslovak masks. After 1930 started a preparation for mobilization. That means that started mass production of protective gas masks. From 1935 was our company established, and there was an initiation of production of protective gas masks in our company. Just 10 years later, Gubarny Zubří becomes an exclusive mask producer in Czechoslovakia. Between 1945 and 1990, Gubarny Zubří has produced and delivered about few millions of protective gas masks. During this period, we quoted about 11 different types of protective gas masks, including their modifications. Here, just for your interest, you can see our historical models of gas masks from years 1935 and until 1992. At this time, we have three current gas mask models. One of them is civil protective mask CM6, which is mostly used by policies, fire brigades, industries, and civil defense. This mask is produced in more modifications, like for example CM6, which is mask equipped with an inner half mask made of silicone, or another modification is, for example, CM6M, which is mask equipped with a drinking system. The newest modification is medical mask CM6 Med, which was developed last year. It's in a blue-white color, specially developed for the hospital use. You can see some basic technical information about this mask. The average weight is 560 grams. This mask is available in one universal size, and thanks to the big panoramic visor, it ensures an effective field of vision 77%. Below you can see some basic breathing resistances at airflow 30 liters per minute. You can see another good properties of this mask, like for example, this mask is very comfortable and suitable for a long time use. As I mentioned, thanks to the big panoramic visor, it ensures a very good field of vision. This mask ensures also very good communication through our high quality speech insert membrane. On the bottom of the mask, you can find an exhalation chamber. This mask can be equipped with a 5-point or 6-point strap fastening system, which is very, very easy to use. Another good thing is that this mask allows you to mount filter either on the left or on the right side, so the user of the mask can decide what is more comfortable for him. The filter connections threads are according to the NATO standard. All of our masks are certificated according to European norm EN 136. As you can see, certificate below. Another model of our current models is military mask OM90. This mask was specially developed with help and according requirements of our Czech army. This mask is basically equipped with a drinking system. OM90 has average weight about 500 grams, and this mask is available in 3 sizes. Effective field of vision of this mask is about 73%. The main difference between this mask and the previous model CM6 is that this mask has 2 visors, which are made from the glass, and this glass is very high impact and scratch resistant. As well as this mask has possibility to mount the canisters either on the left or on the right side. The fastening system is same as on the mask CM6, which is very easy to use. Here you can see a conclusion of the Czech army on the application of this mask and some more advantages. This mask works very well with all kinds of the weapons and military equipment. You can use a lot of optical instruments and another maintain military equipment. This mask is also compatible with a lot of military helmets. OM90 secured decontamination and the material of it secured flammability. As well as this mask is certificated according European norm 136. Here I would like to present you our new gas mask model, which is OM 2020. This model was developed last year. And on start of this month, we got information that this mask was successfully certified according European norm. This mask is suitable, thanks to the visor, is suitable for both civil and military use, and it was developed according to the current market requirements. So that means that this mask should meet all of the customers' requirements. We would like to start with a wholesale of this mask in this May, June of this year. Along with the mask, we are providing some accessories, like for example, we are able to provide plastic bottles for the drinking system, or we are providing carrying bags for the mask and filters, which are made from the waterproof fabric and can be made in a black or green color.
Last 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, that's I'm at the end. That's in a short presentation everything from our protective gas mask products, and I hope you will be interested in these products, and if you will have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much for your attention and for the invitation to this webinar.
Thank you very much for your presentation. We will also, your presentation proceeds to our Macedonian friends, so they will get it, and they also will get your telephone numbers and contacts. And now I would like to, without further delay, give the floor to the company Nanologics Corporation.
Good morning. My name is Martin Seidel, and I would like to welcome you to the brief introduction of company Nanologics. Firstly, I would like to thank you for the invitation for this webinar or for this meeting. And I'll start with the presentation. Please give me a feedback if everything works well.
So far, we can't see the presentation if we are supposed to.
So now?
Yep.
Yes, now we can see it.
Thank you. Great. So here you can see the overview of the content, what's ahead of us. So I will briefly introduce our company, and then I will introduce.
Probably you are seeing the wrong screen because we aren't seeing the content. We are seeing your PowerPoint window.
PowerPoint window. We don't see the full picture.
Okay, I'll try to read once again. Here. So now you can see the content or not?
Still, we see the smaller picture.
Okay, so I'll ask Mr. Sobra for small help. It's probably something wrong.
Maybe just play the presentation.
Try F5.
That's all the time I'm trying to do.
You probably have a secondary monitor, would be my guess, and you're sharing the primary one.
That's great. Okay. Sharing.
Did you share it?
Yeah.
We cannot see anything right now.
So.
Do you want to play presentation from our side?
Yeah, it would be, I think, faster than change the entire connection here.
Okay,
Thank you very
please
much.
wait a minute.
Great, thank you. Now it works. So
yes,
please,
we can see it. Just please say next slide.
Yeah, next slide. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So we can continue to the next slide. Great, thank you. So brief introduction of our production of our company, and then I will introduce you our key product line. Next slide, please. So our company was founded 16 years ago as a family business. Now we are a little bit bigger. So we are two production halls with high production capacities on the north of our country, and we have also a showroom in the Prague. So our main activities are focused on development and production of personal protective equipment, especially the unique half mask and high effective filtration systems. We developed our products with Technical University of Liberec, who is an innovator in the field of nanomaterials, nanofibers, and so on. And we optimize the products with specialists from Czech Army to fully comply with the standards and the requirements. So our products are originally intended for the first responders, the armed forces, police, firefighters, and so on, rescue units. But they are also very usable in the very wide range of other branches or applications in the sector of nuclear power, mining, and so on and so on. So please, next slide. So we are fully certified organization, and we are well equipped with a wide range of technologies to be able to process very sensitive materials. And also we are equipped with the latest instruments for fully testing of our products. We have 100 testing of our outputs, and our testing procedures comply with ISO and ASTM standards. Please, next slide. We put the accent on high functionality and reliability of our products, and that's why we are using the advanced materials. These materials, the technological processes, and the complex testing, as I can say, during the production ensure a high durability and stability of our products. All the products have patented structures and constructions, and we are the owners of the all patents. Next slide, please. So the main output of our development with Czech Army and Technical University of Liberec was the half mask respirator. That's the totally new generation of personal protective equipment. The design enables intuitive manipulation and very easy maintenance. The facial piece is made of very flexible material that's resistant to the aging, and the half masks itself meets the requirements for medical application and of course for nuclear, biological and chemical protection. The weight of the mask is very low. That's one of the main benefits that ensures high comfort for the users, even if they are using the half mask for a long-term period. Next slide, please. Thank you. For our half masks, we produce the round filters with the different filtering materials according to the prime contaminants that threaten the user. For this purpose, we use different filtering material to, let's say, to guarantee the highest efficiency and maximal breathing comfort from the users, because we expect that the users are wearing the half masks and this equipment for a very long time. The design of the interface between the half mask and the filters allows the fast and intuitive filter replacement, even without any need to remove the half mask from the face of the user. So please, next slide. Thank you. So our main line of particle filters is very unique, and I will talk about two main products: nano filters, Nano Perfection, and filters Perfection. The Nano Perfection filters are ideal to minimize the spreading the viruses and bacterials. So it's perfect to reduce the pandemic risk. And the main advantage is that these systems filter the inhaled and exhaled air. That means, as my colleague that is a presentation or that had a presentation before me mentioned, that these type of filter protect the surroundings and as the user advance. So as I said, it's ideal at these times. The second type of the product is called filters, or are called filters Perfection, that provide, or this type of filter provides maximum protection under extreme conditions with the particle capture higher than 99.99%. That's an optimal solution for universal protection at the highest level for the policemen, firefighters, sorry, the rescue teams, and so on. Please, next slide. So we also offer the complex range of gas and combined filters, or our products can be combined with the full face mask or gas mask, and we have close cooperation with our partner Gumane Zubří, who was introduced in the frame of previous presentation. And our filters, or our gas filters, are compatible with the standard threads. Okay. So next slide, please. So now you can see some overview of the presentation. So we are able to offer the comprehensive protection against nuclear, biological, and chemical risks. Next slide, please. We are able to provide our products in different color designs according to the requirements of our partners, and we also provide or supply the compact boxes or bags where the user can store the protective equipment. Next slide, please. So here is, you can see some overview of our references. Mainly our partners are armed forces, as I've already mentioned, police, army, and also hospitals, but a wide range of industrial partners or other partners where the protection of the people is needed and necessary. For example, our airport, the airport of Václav Havel Airport in Prague, and so on. So the list is could be longer, but there's no time to introduce all the applications where we can use our product. So last slide, please. If you have some questions or you want to discuss something in detail that won't be discussed later on during the discussion, so you can use these contacts or find all the information in our website. And last slide, please. So thank you for your attention, and I'm looking forward to future discussion, and I hope that you find our products interesting for you. So thank you very much, and I'll give the word.
Thank you very much, Mr. Seidel. Now the floor is prepared for the company Gumotex Coating. So please start with your presentation. Thank you.
Well, I hope you will see my presentation.
We can again see just the window, the PowerPoint, but we don't see the big picture of the presentation.
Fine. Okay, so I'll try it with this. And now is it work?
You can see it, but just please share the presentation to see a full view of full picture presentation.
Well, you know, I use the 3 monitors, so it's a bit strange to use just one. Well, so I have 2 possibilities. Share maybe this one.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah? Right.
Yes.
So, good morning to everyone. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to members of Czech Embassy and also the Defense and Security Industry Association to arrange this webinar meeting, and also to all the participants of this webinar to enjoy the presentation of our company. So we can start with my presentation. As you can see, we start with this old logo, the company Gumotex Rescue Systems, because from the April 2021 we changed to Gumotex, and all the branches under the Gumotex label have the same logo, and you will find all produced products from boats through the automotive and our rescue systems under this label on the website. Well, our part can offer accommodation solution for army, for firefighters, and for other part of rescue teams. Then we can produce a decontamination solution, use it from small decontamination showers for personal decontamination to the huge mass decontamination. Especially we produced the decontamination tent with corridors, and you will see it in the presentation. Then we have one slide with the products which our customers use to combat the COVID-19. So on this picture you can see how it will be look the basic army camp on the field, and how easy it's to connect our tents together and make this field camp. We can also produce the connection corridor, and it's such easy to connect the tent with the other container, or also we are able to produce connections corridor for the connecting to the VAR vehicle. So there is the connection with the container, and then we have this decontamination solution. This picture is completely set with the mass decontamination tent. This tent consists of 3 corridors. You will see it on the next slide. And we can also produce these water tanks for fresh water, and also water tanks, closed water tanks for storage decontaminated water from the decontamination tent. And there is detail of the mass decontamination tent. This type of the tent consists of 3 corridors for women, men, and also in the middle is the part for patients on the stretchers. And it's equipped with the conveyor, so you can go with the stretcher through all the parts of the decontamination tent. It starts from the part where you undress. Then it's another part where is the 2 shower belts. With this red color is the shower belt with some detergent inside to decontaminate the person. Then another shower belt in the green color is just with the clean water. And then the last part of the tent is the part where you can dress up and you can go anywhere you need. So it's about the decontamination. Then you can see how they use our products around the Europe, from the Bulgaria through the Portuguese and all around Europe. Use our tents mainly as a part where they take samples or testing the people. And on the beginning they used by police on the borders because, as you know, we are in the middle of the Europe and we do not have a border with our neighborhoods, so they use it as a basic camp. So our company is 100% EU company. Main place is in the Břeclav in the Czech Republic. Last year we celebrated 70 years on the market, and we have also our own development department, so we can make customer products. So what you can accept, it's our own ideas, well-known quality and product innovation. Now we will see on the next slides, you will see the projects that we finished in several years ago or a few years ago. So we can start with these decontrollers. We cooperate on this with Czech producers of trailers. And inside the trailers is the complete decontamination solution. So inside is our decontamination shower with all equipment, and also other parts on the request our customers, customers from fire department. Then there is a emergency camp. This one is from Slovakia. They use it for refugees as a canteen. So this is our biggest inflatable hall, and this type in the green color also is used in a Czech army hospital, and they testing the patients in the Prague hospital. The next one is a container with equipment against the flood. So inside this container is flood barriers with the steel structure, and also there is most popular tubular flood barriers. So you just fill it with the water and fight against the floods. And on this last picture you can see our biggest inflatable hall connected to the army tent, with the sun shield, and I believe that's it. So thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions or anything else, just contact me. My contact is on the bottom. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Blažek. Before I give the floor to the next company, I just would like to remember you that if you have any questions before the last discussion session, you can just write it down into the chat and we will deal with them at the end of our presentation. And now I would like to ask the representative of the company Egozlín to start his presentation. Thank you very much.
Good morning to all of you. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Aneta Šebáková and I work in a company Egozlín. And before I start, I would like to say that we are very thankful for this opportunity that we can present our company and the systems we produce and distribute worldwide. So first of all, I will share my screen. Do you see it properly?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So for brief introduction, Egozlín is a Czech company, and for almost 30 years, it has developed a variety of we have developed a variety of our own products. These products are certified, and we have been listed in the NATO codification system, as you can see. Our company is a producer and distributor of systems used in emergencies. These emergencies might be, for example, traffic accidents, industrial disasters, environmental disasters, or occurrence of contagious diseases, as is the current issue with the COVID-19 disease and many others. As you can see, all of them are listed in this slide. The company focuses mainly on the activities of the field of healthcare services, integrated rescue services, civil defense, military healthcare, CBRN units, or, for example, urgent medicine. I have to mention that we do not only sell the products, but we do provide with methodical support and customized solution based on customer requirements and needs, and also the essential part of our activities is providing with training service as well in order to maximize the efficiency of using these products in specific emergencies properly. So that's very important as well. Regarding our production portfolio, you can see all the systems listed in this slide. So it's system of biological protection, decontamination system, tent system, and of course, emergency system. I would like to start with system of biological protection. So it includes a complex portfolio of products that can be used in cases of biological risks. And our system offers individual protection items as well as special transport devices or special chambers, which offers immediate, temporary or long-term isolation. Here you can see the variety of our protective suits, while the personal protection of individuals is a very important part of biological protection. We focus on high quality positive pressure suits, full body suits and hoods, and they can be reused after the use, and of course proper decontamination. This device, which you can see in this slide, is a transport device called BioBag. It's a special transportation device, and thanks to its design and that is equipped by filter ventilation unit and special filters, it does allow to use two operating modes. So it's either negative pressure mode or positive pressure mode. The difference between these two is that the negative pressure mode protects the outer environment from the infected patient, while the positive pressure protects the patients from the outer environment which is contaminated. Here there are products which are used for isolation and hospitalization of patients. On the left you can see the insulator, which while the potentially infectious patient can be isolated anywhere and anytime with the help by this device. Regarding the long-term isolation, this is on the right side of the slide. This is a product called BioBox, and it works on the same principle as the insulator on the negative pressure mode, and offers, as I've said, long-term isolation of the patient placed inside of the device. Next, I would like to move on to our decontamination system. So as you can see, there are products which ensure immediate decontamination, rinsing and cleansing of people, as well as equipment and device. It includes basic decontamination, which is designed for basic and immediate decontamination in field conditions. There are also, in our portfolio, there are decontamination showers, which, while its advantages are rapid setup and activation, and they are based on inflatable structure. So it's a quick activation of the device. This decontamination shower consists of floor and shower cabin, while the floor is used as a catch tank for wastewater. And also to this system, there is a mass decontamination for military purpose. It provides not only procedures for personnel decontamination and cleaning, but as well as for carrying out individual protective means and pre-decontamination. One of our other system is tent shelter system. It's generally used as mobile workplace and logistic complex in field conditions. While these unexpected situations happen, as I said at the beginning, it can be environmental or industrial disasters, major traffic accidents, and many others. Quite difficult situations. Last but not least, our company manufacture and supply also for civil and military purposes emergency rescue system. So there are products like mattresses, fixation splints and mattresses, stretchers, ground sheets, medical bags, and many other products which can help in difficult emergencies. So that's all for me. I'd like to thank you for your attention, and if you like to discuss anything, feel free to ask. And once again, I would like to thank for this opportunity, and have a great day. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your nice presentation, Ms. Zacharova. And now we are proceeding to the next company, which is EVPU Defense AS. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you much. Thank you very much for the floor. I believe you see me. Not sure. Yeah.
So we can see you.
And here too. Okay, perfect. So thank you very much once again for the possibility to be here and to present the systems and products that our company is producing. My name is Patrick Hlušek, and then I will tell you something about our company EVPU Defense and its products.
We can see your presentation.
You can see? Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much.
Window.
Sorry?
We see it in a window.
Only in the window. I put it in the PDFs to to be really able to.
Now we can see a picture of your vacation.
Ah, that's something I didn't really want to share. Never mind.
Or we are all looking for the summer.
Yes, exactly. Do you see it now?
Yeah, we see it kind of. It's in a window, but I think it's big enough.
Yes, I try to enlarge it. It should be working like this. Okay, so in order to introduce our company, EVPU Defense is a Czech company founded in 2001, and currently the company has something around 80 employees, and we are certified and manufacturing the goods for the military as well as for the civil applications. Of course, we are also a member of Defense and Security Industry Association of the Czech Republic, and our agenda and product portfolio consists of mostly mobile and stationary electro-optical systems. So from the very beginning, we have built more than 5,000 pen and tilts, 600 electro-optical systems, stationary, and more than 130 mobile surveillance vehicles. And all of these were exported to more than 40 countries worldwide. Some of the countries are under the NDA disclosure, so we are not 100% sure. Maybe the number of the countries will be even higher. And our products are also established in the NATO countries. So from the very beginning, in 2001, we have come into the conclusion with cooperation with FLIR company, which is one of the biggest thermal camera producers, and we are in a cooperation with them since 2004, and we are the key supplier of that company. The business of our company is divided into two basic sections. First of all, I will introduce the civil security applications, but in the end, I will also talk something about the military applications that we are also involved. Regarding the civil security application, we are producing and providing complete service, maintenance, and after-sales support of the electro-optical systems, either the stabilized electro-optical systems, which are stationary, but also mobile electro-optical systems, which are very useful in case there is a poor or bad infrastructure. So you can either just have mobile electro-optical system in the vehicle, and you can use this for the monitoring and observance of the complete border solution. Our company is also possible to provide seismic sensors, ground sensors, which can again cooperate with the electro-optical systems. All of our electro-optical systems can be equipped not only on the vehicles, but it can work easily also on some maritime applications. Very useful it is also on tower and surveillance boxes. So those are the products we are building. As I've said, we have our own research and development department. So everything we have done is developed in our company. Then it goes through the manufacturer, and we are also supplying complete after-sales support and maintenance. In terms of some references which we have, we are a very good partner of the Czech police, and Czech police is again a very good partner to us because we are in cooperation since the very beginning of the company, and we have supplied more than 20 units of mobile vehicles to the Czech police. All these vehicles are used also for the Frontex applications and on the Schengen area borders where we cover the border area. Not only the Czech police, but also the Leonardo company from the UK is a very good partner to us, where we cooperate on some electro-optical systems. And another references, as I have said previously, are the FLIR company, where we cooperate with the US Army on some electro-optical solutions for their vehicles. We are also in cooperation with companies such as Hensoldt, Indra, and as I've said before, we are also covering the European border and helping the Coast Guard agency Frontex. Now going to military application, our company is also developing, producing and providing complete maintenance and other support for the gunner and commander systems, as well as we are providing laser, radar, irradiation detection system, Gladius remote control weapon station, and modular awareness system. Most of these systems are used on light armored vehicles, and I will talk about them a little bit more into the deep. So regarding the perimeter protection system, awareness system, which is used on the vehicles, it provides you a complete 360 view around the vehicle. So it easily protects the perimeter around the car, and it is modular design, which means that the customer can easily equip it according to their needs. It provides you with the complete protection and provides a clear and sharp image 24/7. Which is necessary for these light armored vehicles applications. Regarding the laser and radar irradiation protection system, is a system which is used in the Czech army on Ivecos. It is a system that gives you exact information who is aiming at the vehicle, and therefore it can work together with the automatic smoke grenade system, which can protects the crew and protects the vehicle itself. So this is the Leverex system. Another side which our company is producing is the commander side, which is used again on the light armored vehicles, but also on the vessels because of this gyro stabilization, which is the part of this solution. So it equips the IR cooled camera, thermovision camera from either FLIR or any other producer, or our own solution as well. And regarding the zoom camera, there is a day channel, which is a 30 times optical zoom and has a 12 times digital zoom. So this was sorry, product for the commander side. Now we are going to remote control weapon stations. So currently we are offering two types of remote control weapon station. This first one, called Gladius, is the first one. It's a little bit bigger system. It gives you the possibility to equip the light armored vehicle with the 12.7mm machine gun, either NATO or Russian caliber. Both of them are possible to be used on this remote control weapon station. Or you can have a lighter machine gun, which is 7.62mm, as again NATO and Russian caliber. And also it can be equipped with grenade launchers, which again cooperates with Leverex system, which I've introduced previously. The elevation of the system is -20 plus 70 degrees, which is very useful for these applications, and it's really beneficial regarding this product. And if we'll go to a little bit lighter version of ZSRD, which is already established in the NATO countries and army, because it is established also in the Czech Republic army. It is a gunner side that is used for lighter machine guns for 5.56mm NATO and Russian caliber, and as well as for the 7.62 machine gun. Both of these solutions can be equipped on a vehicle, on a vessel, anything regarding its gyro stabilization, which is inside this product. Regarding the integration of this solution, it can be equipped with ballistic protection level 2, and we are also certified with this product with the ballistic protection 2. Regarding any other electro-optical solutions, our company is providing the gunner and commander side, which can be used again on the specific turrets, on weapon stations. So it's really a modular system. It can be used either for long-range applications. In these terms, the cooled camera is used, and for the applications for the middle and short ranges, then the camera with uncooled sensors is used. Again, you can see there are 3 sensors all the time. So thermovision camera, day camera, and laser rangefinder. So those are the 3 products that can be used there. And as I have said previously, that it is a modular system for different platforms. So either it can be used on 8x8 vehicles, on the vessels, on 4x4 vehicles, or on a tracked vehicles, for example. So those are this is the summary of all our products that we are offering. And regarding the military product, we have references where our systems are used in Romania or are used in Poland on military vehicles, and the experience is very good, and the positive feedback from the customer is really appreciated from our side. And regarding the Czech Army, as I have said, we are in a long-term cooperation, not only with the Czech police, but also with the Czech Army. So you can see all the electro-optical systems that we have already supplied to the Czech Army, and still other products are to be published. We will see, I believe soon we will give you more information. So at the end, what is necessary to remember about our company? So it is that we are on the market for 20 years, as we have been founded in 2001. So this year we are going to celebrate, I believe we will celebrate an anniversary of 20 years. Our products are in 40 countries, mostly covering the borders between these countries. And our products are really handmade, very good quality, which I believe is the common sense of all of these Czech companies that will present their goods. And as we believe in the quality of our products, we have no problem to lend you a system for a period of several months, so that you can try, you can use it, and you will have the first-hand experience, which we believe is the best. So that was everything. I believe I was pretty fast, but that was everything I wanted to share with you regarding EVPU Defense and its products. And I will pass the floor to any other company. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I believe you were fast enough. Thanks a lot for your nice presentation. And now I give the floor to the company ICZ, from the Czech company ICZ.
Hello. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Thank you, first of all, to the Czech department. For setting up to AOBP for setting up the webinar, and to all of you for being here and listening and giving us a chance to tell you a little bit about our company and our products. So my presentation is going to be from a slightly different different part of the security and defense landscape, I'd say. I am the Security Division Director of SICZ, which is the daughter company of ICZ. We are an IT company, not a we don't make that much hardware. But one of the things, or the thing I will be talking about today, which is the LMPCS encryptor, is actually our own hardware developed for protection of classified information. Now, SICZ is a Czech company that generally focuses on security. Oh, I realize I probably don't have my camera turned on. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Apologies for that. That focuses on IT security, on the security of information systems. We design, implement, manage information systems for both unclassified and that's probably the more interesting part, classified information processing. We were founded in 2001, but our history is actually quite a bit longer. In 2001, our predecessor, which was Decros, just changed its name as it merged as part of the ICZ merger. Our mother company, ICZ, is a Czech system integrator that focuses on a number of information systems. Mostly we do defense, security, healthcare, and systems for digital or e-government as it's known today. For us, our mother company is really good in giving us a chance to have a solid base for our work. Now we are, as ICZ, a holder of the top secret security clearance from our local version of NSA, which is the Czech NBU, and we also have the usual ISO certifications that would be expected from an information technology company, from an IT company. The product I would like to I'd like to talk to you about today is LAN-PCS. It's a hardware encryptor that's used for protecting classified information. You can see the picture here. It's a standard PCI Express adapter, and it integrates essentially what's an IPsec encryptor into an internal PC card that also works as a network card. So essentially, you have a nice, simple package that ensures that classified information in transit is protected. The solution has been certified by the Czech NBU for protecting classified information of restricted, restrained, EU restricted, NATO and NATO restricted information. We also have an EU certification, which was awarded in 2017 for a version of the product. So that's it's not certified for protecting different types of information. It's just certified by the EU. Now, a little more about the LAN-PCS solution and what it's good for. The real idea is to ensure communication security between workstations, pretty much. The usual way that classified information is processed in information systems is you have some kind of red information system with RAID cabling and sort of there are very stringent requirements and as to what that cabling has to look like and where it can be and what kind of security has to be implemented around it. For most places, that means that you essentially end up with two different network systems in a given building or in a given place, because you need to have one whole cabling and one whole network for unclassified information, and then a whole second network with all the active elements and all the routers and everything for classified information, because they have to be completely separate. The idea of the LAN-PCS solution is to basically do away with that and allow just one network, just one unclassified network that goes all the way to the end stations, and that ensures that the workstation, the PC at the end, can never by accident or even intentionally transmit any classified information in plain form over the unsecured network. So this means that you end up with essentially moving from the standard way you would do this, which means you would have some kind of large encryptors at the perimeter, and you need to have the whole red network set up in the building. And you can, with LAN-PCS, you can move to a situation where you don't have double routers, you don't have extra cabling, you just have one nice standard black cabling, and then you have LAN-PCS solutions in the end workstations. Now, the main use cases for this, there are really two main use cases, and that is connecting PCs which are currently completely offline. There's usually quite a few of those where there is no way to access them. You actually have to come to the workstation if you need to do anything, whether it's update autovirus, antivirus, if you want to bring any information there. All of that has to be done manually. And it allows you to essentially take these offline workstations and put them online, obviously not in the sense of online that you could browse the internet or whatever, but it allows you to manage them remotely. It allows them to access central repositories that you have in the red networks and so on, and it allows all of that without actually building any new infrastructure. Can use the existing communication infrastructure. And the other solution is essentially getting rid of special online PCs or online workstations, and that's a lot of we've seen a lot of that as well, where you essentially have like 3 PCs that you have to go to if you want to work with any classified information. It's unfortunate. It means that a lot of the time the people have to be in places that they normally wouldn't go to. It's inefficient, and it's just very, I'd say, annoying for the people that have to work with classified information. This way you end up having just a standard computer on your desk, a second computer, where you can process all of your classified information. You don't have to go anywhere, and you don't have to have any special extra infrastructure for that. This is an example deployment where you have of a larger system, not just a couple of workstations, but essentially you have a number of branches. You have some main central information system where usually you're going to have some servers, you're going to have maybe some registries or whatever that you want to access and that have classified information in them. And there you will usually have a large gateway using a slightly different LAN-PCS product, but the same general idea applies. And you can expand your classified information system into multiple remote branches that don't necessarily need perimeter encryptors. They just have essentially your standard desktops. And at the same time, you also get a monitoring and management system for the LAN-PCS solution, so that you can ensure that the correct places get to connect to the correct places and so on. And moreover, and that's something that's often sort of that you don't quite realize as much, this also means that all of the desktops that you originally had sort of offline at the branches can now be centrally managed. That means you can apply GPOs, you can do antivirus updates from a central location, so on, which makes it a lot easier to really manage these workstations. And now, to say a little more about sort of our what platforms you can use this on. Generally, we support everything from Windows XP up to Windows 10. We also have support for Linux, usually for Debian. You need to have a standard PCI bus in the computer, or PCI Express bus. almost all computers still have that. And as far as the basic parameters, the current crypto is AES and SHA-2. There is Diffie-Hellman, elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman. We have post-quantum key exchange currently ready for certification. The whole solution is set up for the possibility of actually using national crypto in case that's something you need to do, you would want to do. There is an FPGA chip inside that you can securely store national crypto in. The physical network interface is generally an RJ45 connector with supporting Ethernets from 10 to 1,000 megabits per second. We can optionally install an optical connector as well. The usual throughput, which for most applications works fine, is 80 megabits per second. Optionally, it's possible to buy a version which can get up to 220 megabits per second with crypto acceleration. The solution has independent clock, independent logs, and it has both here we say proprietary and commercial randomness generators. We have a special randomness generator that we have completely under our control, so we can really ensure that it's as random as it should be. We have a mathematical model and so on, so that there is some real guarantee regarding the quality of the randomness that's being generated. The solution also has a self-destruction button to ensure that if you need to quickly, leave someplace because maybe it's on you're in a place where some attacker might access the solution because, I don't know, you have to quickly evacuate from somewhere or something. You can just press a button and it ensures that all the keys get destroyed and so on. So that's about the solution. I will quickly say I don't have references in here because the solution is used for predicting classified information in classified information systems, so I can't necessarily have a large example of places where we're using it, but let me say that we work with the Czech government, both defense and internal affairs and I want to say foreign affairs. So those are, the kind of our main places where we might be using this solution. And that is all from me. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Mr. Rosendorf. And now the floor is for the company Tolki AS. Thank you.
So,
we cannot see the whole presentation yet.
Yeah.
Now it is.
Yeah. Okay. So it takes a little while. Sorry for delay. Okay. So my name is Daniel Barč. I'm the CEO of ETA Capital. It's a mother company of Tolki. And what we would like to present today is the solution for secure communication and secure, or let's say, encrypting of data and files on our computers. As you know, the email is the most common way of the communication between the parties right now, especially during the current pandemic situation. So we're thinking how to secure this communication, because usually the content of the email is not so much confidential, but sometimes it's necessary to protect the content of the emails, And the people thinks that this is a very safe way of the communication. But it's not really true, because the email is like a postcard. So everybody who is nearby can read it. So basically, you have to protect the information which are described or are subject of the emails. So it is not only about the classified information. It's sometimes even information that we are going to lunch, and it could be very important information for the third party. And it does not have to be just a lunch with the mistress, but also with the business partner. So we create a system of software which can encrypt your email communication and protect your data. Because as you can see, each email which is prepared and sent is going through the several points, several critical points. The communication between your laptop and your mail server could be internally secured somehow. But of course, the IT guy, the IT administrator who is managing the mail server has a full access to this data. And opposite, the recipient also has a mail server, and there is also IT guy who is managing this mail server. So how to protect the data in mail servers, and of course between these two mail servers, because it's just the public area and nobody is able to fully control this traffic. So we think why the people are just checking the third-party emails, and there may be a million reasons why they do this, from out of curiosity to spying or stealing the information. So we were looking for something what is really simple and covering all the area which we have to protect. So it's of course the data, it's the whole communication, GDPR, and not a little least one is reputation, because if you disclose some information, even you can breach the NDA agreement and you can lose your reputation in front of the third parties. So we made an analysis the who, with whom we communicate, what is the content, and whether it's worth to protect this data. And finally, we find out that it is really very important to protect your email communication, because even in very simple emails you are disclosing very important data to third parties, and somebody who will be in the middle can read it. So it's containing not only let's say your personal data, it's also about the documentation for public tenders, which is exchange between the employees during the preparation of this documentation, or advisors, sometimes as a lawyers or the other parties helping you to prepare this documentation. It's about the internal strategies. So all these data are worth to protect because it's very important not to disclose them before you are really willing to disclose them. So we develop a solution which can help you to protect the whole communication, and it's very easy to install, easy to use, and it's a multi-platform solution. So you can use it on the Windows, on the iOS or Android system, so very easily. By using this software, you can communicate safely, very simply and globally, because there are no obstacles during the communication. What to use? The most common system which is used in all the offices is Microsoft Outlook. So we create an add-on to this to make life of the users very easy. So you will see on your Outlook just three new icons, and these icons will help you to encrypt, use let's say the advanced functions of the talkie, and help you to search in encrypt emails, because the standard searching function in Outlook doesn't work on encrypted emails, because it's creating the additional file.
Last 3 minutes, please.
Sorry? Yeah.
Last 3 minutes, please. Thank you.
Okay, it will be on time. Okay, so our system is free for third parties. So basically, if the recipient doesn't have a talkie system, you can send him encrypted emails very easily, and he can open the file by the special web link. So what you can get by our software, it's just as we talk, the encrypting emails, plus encrypting the files and all the data, and in additional the secure file deletion. So you can delete safely from your drive any data which are uploaded there. So we talk shortly about let's say the extra functions which are also included in a talkie. So it's function when you send an email to party which is not entitled to. So you can delete this email in recipient box. So even the sent email you can delete. You can let's say restrict the amount of opening time for opening the emails. And you can also do not allow to show the emails on the mobile devices. So in general, our system is free of charge for, let's say, some of the users. They can use it without any installation and use it on all known devices. For the companies, we are offering also some the special software which can be used for the central management of the whole system, and the system supporting all, let's say, the updates centrally by the administrator. This is what we would like to, in the brief, present today. And if you have any question, you can contact us anytime. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Bartsch. And now we are switching to another part of the defense industry, to a well-known Czech company, Česká zbrojovka. So please, you can start your presentation.
Okay, thank you. May I ask you for my presentation, please?
Of course.
Okay. Dámy i gospoda, vyposaku vám ubav den i ve pozdravu vám na prezentaci JATA na Česká zbrojovka. My name is Radek Chaloupka. I am sales director for Eastern Europe, and I have to say that it's not so easy to present product of the Česká zbrojovka in 10 minutes. It's a really very hard task. Advantage is that you know category of those products, you know how to use it. It means I remove all movies, I remove all technical parameters, which normally we have in the presentation, which takes 1 hour. Our company was founded in 1936. It means this year we celebrate 85 years. As a first product, we produce machine gun for the aircrafts. Later on, our portfolio was a little bit modified. Today, Česká zbrojovka is a part of the CZ Group. CZ Group has inside the company as Forum Systems, which is producing the ballistic protection, some textile holsters and the tactical bags for our products. We are co-owner of the Spur company, and maybe you heard the newest and the latest acquisition of CZ Group. A few weeks ago, we bought Colt in the United States and Canada. It means that CZ Group is today owner of this company. We are very open for any cooperation. Right now, without the Colt, we have around 1,500 employees. And now I will ask for the next slide, please. Here you can see the typical product of our company for the military market and law enforcement market. This is a typical technical design of the CZ75 pistols. This is a very well-known pistols which we introduced in 1975 and as a Colt 1911, it is the legend of the world. We have two sizes, P07 and P09. P07 is a compact size, P09 is the standard size polymer frame, the standard metal machining slide, typical caliber 9x19, or if you like, for example, caliber 40, we can do it also for you. We have different versions of the sights prepared for the customer. Also longer treated barrel if you would like to use the silencer. I will ask you for the next slide, please. And here is a new family P10. We saw the many years that our concept of CZ75 is so good, excellent, and well known that will be enough to produce, let's say, this category of the product for many years. Unfortunately, thanks to the Glock, thanks to the other competitors, we decided to open a new box, and a few years ago we developed also striker fire pistols, which has the name P10. I will ask you for the next slide. And one click more, please. Great, thank you. Here is a complete series of the P10C pistols which we have today. We have the 5 different sizes. It means F is a full size, SC is semi-compact size, C is a compact, S is subcompact, and M is micro. Why we made the extra click for the micro? This is only one pistol from this family which has a single row magazine. And it's used especially for, I don't know, the secret forces and so on because of the size of these pistols. As a P07 and P09, the most typical caliber for this family is 9x19. And we are able, of course, again, offer caliber 40 to change for you the sights or to use the longer barrel. We have also special solution if you have to use the pistol with the optics. We have the system optic ready. Everything is modular. You can exchange the back straps. It means really very modern family. Maybe I would like to say that from our point of view, the most important is the comfort. And from this reason, we have the unique design, especially the position of the barrel relative to the hand, which allows you to really shoot the very fast, and you are always very accurate. Only for your information, right now we are active in more than 90 countries around the whole world. And we can also offer for our pistols adapters for the shooting of UTM ammunition. This is a special ammunition for the training, especially of the combat units. Okay, please, next slide. Next products, which is very well known, is submachine gun CZ Scorpion Evo 3 A1. A1 means full auto version. We have also S1, which is a semi-auto version used mainly for the civilian market, for example, in the United States. This weapon, I think, is very well known. Everything what we produce is fully ambidextrous, and I think that right now it isn't so important to concentrate for some technical details. Sorry. I hope soon will come a day when we will come and we will visit North Macedonia and organize here the presentation, because I think that 1 hour at the shooting range with our weapons is more than 10 hours of the presentation. I will ask you for the next slide, please. Here is our newest assault rifle, brand 2. This is also the whole family, as you will see later. This assault rifle today is the primary weapon of the Czech army, and I may say that, for example, brand 2 is using also the French Special Forces GIGN. They have, of course, shorter barrel, and they are using this weapon in caliber 7.62 by 39. Again, everything is modular and ambidextrous. Please, next slide. Part of the family is also brand 2 BR. BR means battle rifle. Here we see the weapon in caliber 7.62 by the 51. It means it can be used for the longer distance than brand BR. System of this weapon is absolutely the same one as the previous assault rifle has. And it is very important, because if you have the people trained for the brand 2, they have no problem to operate brand 2 BR. Next slide, please. Here you can see the complete family. It means we have 3 different models in caliber 5.56 by 45, 3 different models in caliber 7.62 by 39, and 1 model in caliber 7.62 by 51 NATO. What is very important, thanks to the modularity, we are able to offer you, for example, rifle in caliber 5.56 by 45, plus a conversion set in caliber 7.62 by 39. It means if you will buy, I don't know, 11 inches barrel of 5.56 and conversion set 7.62 9 inches, and you need for the next mission or next task caliber 7.62, very simply you can exchange the caliber of your weapon, and let's say after approximately 20 minutes you can do from your 5.56 caliber 7.62 with the shorter barrel, and you will not waste the money, because of course conversion set is not cost as a whole weapon. This is, I think, one from the advantages which we have today. Now maybe one information, when I said that we are very open, thank you, you can keep it. Sorry, that we are open to any cooperation. Maybe you know that we have nice project in the Hungary. Together with the Hungarian government, we built a new factory on the green field. And today, after, let's say, 3 years, this company is able, under the license of the CZ, to produce our pistols P07, P09, submachine gun Scorpion, and brand 2 in all calibers. It means 7.62 by 51 by 39 and 5.56. It means that really, if we see any potential for the industrial cooperation, we are ready to start discussion about it and to be very, very flexible. Okay, now please, next slide. Here on the last slide of this short presentation, you can see our tactical sniper rifle in caliber 308. Again, very high modularity. You can see the nice stocks which allow you the different kind of the settings to make the shooting for the shooters very, very comfortable. And I think that this is practically everything what I can say during so limited time. Really, we would like to come and together with our partner, it means with the company Mickey, we are ready to provide the demonstration and of all weapons which you saw today, including different kind of the special accessories like silencers, bipods, monopods, etc. Because I think that this is the most important for the final understanding what it means modularity, how easy you can provide disassembling and assembling of the weapon, how excellent is design done. That, for example, inside of the Scorpion you have just one monoblock, which is very, very comfortable for the cleaning and for the complete the maintenance of the weapon. That really those details is very, very difficult to introduce during PowerPoint presentation. But definitely we blagodaríme za vnímanie to. I am ready for any questions later if will be. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chaloupka. I think it's great, and I also understand, I think the same as you, that the presentation at the field to show how the guns are working is actually the best possibility. Sadly, the pandemic is making us a real problem with it, but I hope in the future, and I'm very open to it, we will be able to make a mission and show Macedonian partners your perfect, nice Czech guns. Thank you very much. And now we're going to have a presentation of our last company. It's Excalibur Army. So please just start your presentation. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Are we connected?
Yes, and we can see your presentation.
Perfect. So, good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. We are sending greetings from Czech Republic and are representing the sales department of Excalibur Army Company. I would like to introduce myself, Sylvia Kotrle, the head of business unit, and also my colleague Jiří Doležel, the business development director, who will now guide you through our presentation.
Good afternoon. So I would like to briefly introduce and present our capabilities and skills in the defense industry, which could be beneficial for the North Macedonia Armed Forces, also the law enforcement. Before I start, I have to briefly introduce the industrial holding, the CSG, which is the umbrella and cover more than 80 companies from the Czech and Slovak Republic. Yeah, it's a biggest industrial holding with more than 8,000 employees, and cover the activity not only in the defense industry but also in the civil industry and aviation also. But go on to the Excalibur Army. The minority owner is Michael Sternat, which is also the owner of the CSG, and our company have more than 400 employees. As you see, our turnovers, since 2016, every year growing and growing, and we are the strong partner in the defense sector in the Czech Republic. We are 95% exported oriented. It means we have three main destinations, which is Africa, and our Africa, Asia, and Middle East and Indochina together. For example, the India is there, a very important customer. The Indonesia in the Pacific region, and Africa, for example, the Algeria, our product serving in armies, for example, in Angola, Rwanda, Nigeria, and many different countries. Our core business is generally 5 main activities. So from the most simply or basic level of cooperation is pure delivery of the spare parts. The second, what we are able to offer is the modernization project for the vehicle, and main activity is the designing and producing the production of the military vehicle. So we have the capabilities with the logistic, and biggest group of our turnovers, approximately more than 30% of our turnovers are made by the trade. I mean trade with the foreign products as a weapon, ammunition, aviation, spare parts, and similar products which we are not direct OEM. If may I present our products, we have the 4 main families of the products. The first family is the APCs on the wheeled or tracked platform. It means, for example, the Patriot is a representative of 4x4, Pandur 8x8 vehicle, and BMP1, BMP2, and modernization as a tracked vehicles. So very briefly about the Patriot, which is the MREP category of the vehicle, the multi-purpose platform, which could be used also for the police as a, for example, riot vehicle, and also for army application. And we have the version, if you see in the right down corner, the vehicle for firefighters. So the platform is really modular for multi-purpose. 8x8 Pandur, which serving in the Czech army, Portugal army, currently also in the Indonesia army. You see the video, the platform is amphibious, and a lot of purpose or different superstructures could be integrated on this universal platform. Our modernization program on the tracked vehicles covered the modernization of BMP1. This one is really unique use solution when we reinforce the armoring of the hull, replace the power pack, replace the weapon station. So also very interesting product, but I need more times than only 10 minutes. So let's go on. Second family is the tank family. So we have T-55 and T-72 tanks, and as a representative of our capabilities, I present this T-72 Scarab, which is also the vehicle with the integrated reactive exploring armor, fire control system, and the reinforced engine. Third family of our product is the artillery products. It means that we have the howitzers and the rocket launchers. As a last product, which is 155 self-propelled howitzer DITA, which was introduced on the IDEX exhibition in Abu Dhabi. It's a NATO caliber howitzer, so, and really very good unique product with a huge success on the market. BM21 Striga is the new vehicle on the Tatra chassis. Yes, the same gun which is used on BM21, but this system is modernized with the inertial navigation system and the ballistic computer. So, for example, this vehicle serving, when I mentioned the Rwanda territory, for example, in the Rwanda. Third family is the engineering vehicles. Yeah, so we have the terrestrial bridges, the AM50 and 70, which means the payload of the bridge for 50 and 70 tons. TREVA is the recovery vehicle, and DECON is for the contamination vehicle. We have also a lot of superstructures in the container, for example, the Poseidon, which is the for purification of the water, for the cleaning. Yeah. Very briefly about the AM50, it's possible to use the bridge field as for crossing the single obstacle on the sketch below, or joining the bridge field, 8 bridge fields together. So no other product on the market is able to go over the obstacle 106 meters. No one other. When I start about our trading, so we trading generally with the ammunition and weapons. So in our warehouses we have the AK rifles, also the rifles on as a AR-15, in the NATO caliber. From the machine guns we have the PKM machine guns. From medium caliber machine guns we have the KPVT 14.5 or DHK or NSV 12.7. I cannot forget for the RPG-7 and also for the 60mm mortars, which is still available in our warehouses. Not the last product, but very important is the engine portfolio and spare parts for the ground vehicles, which I mentioned, the BMPs, T-72 tanks, and so on. And related to the spare parts, is very important to mention also the aviation services, because we are the partner for the OEM and we have the capabilities for delivering the spare parts for the aviation and airtail of the helicopters ME-8. Related to the portfolio of the parts, when you see the list, this for the parts for the oil system, air system, and the hydraulic, so we are generally able to deliver the parts for the 90% of the helicopter, except the armament and the rotor blades. So thank you very much for the attention. It was very briefly because we are late, and I will be looking forward for the questions later. Thank you very much.
So thank you all for the interesting presentations. I think there is a lot of food for thought for all of us. So now I would like to start a discussion. If anyone from the Macedonian side has questions to any product that was presented today, please put on your camera and microphone and you can start asking. Okay,
sir. Question, sir?
Yes.
Lieutenant Colonel Marian Zafirovsky. About these lamp pieces, these products. I have few questions. First is, okay, maybe should be the last. Does we know the price? Also, I'm interested if these products can be used, for example, between computer to computer, or they are only just for the computer to the system, because there was mentioned about the centralized system.
Okay, thank you very much, over here. So the answer to the second question first, it can certainly be used computer to computer. It can be used in essentially as a standard network card could be used, with just restrictions on how you actually configure who you can talk to and so on. That's very different, but other than that, it can be used in quite generally, yes. As to the first question, I have to say that depends a little bit on the project. We don't, I'll admit, we don't generally actually sell just the product. It's a possibility. It's rarely something that anyone ends up wanting. They want some kind of implementation or design of the system. So usually there is extra stuff around it. but to give you just a very general idea of the cost, let me, because Czech crowns won't quite work for you, so give me just a second to give you some basic idea. We are talking roughly 1,600 euros. Depends a little bit on the solution and how many you're buying, on the whole thing.
Yeah,
but yeah, just like a ballpark.
Yeah, and a few more questions.
Yeah, go ahead, sure.
About you mentioned that you're using several algorithms, and it can be used in the national algorithm.
Yes.
So first is when you use all these algorithms, how many bits in decryption do you use? And
that depends mostly on what you would want. Generally, the keys are the current standard, so the AES would have 256-bit keys. The elliptic curves would be 300 or 512 bits, 386 or 512, and I have to say I'm not sure about the NTRU. It's the standard that's proposed by NIST right now, but I don't know exactly what that.
And about the national algorithm, this device, it has a place to put the chip or something else?
Generally, the way this is usually done is that either us or you, that would depend. I mean, in reality, if we were to export it, there are some export restrictions. There have to be some work done in that direction, obviously, because it's classified information and so on. But I don't see that as a principal problem. The usual way we would do it is we would have either we would actually implement the algorithm, but more usually for if you want to use it for your own national algorithm, we would find some partner in your country who would be able to implement the algorithm in the FPGA chip that's on there. It is theoretically, I mean, it's even practically possible to actually use a chip that you provide. It's not an impossibility. We have the whole platform under control, so that's something that could be done. But I have to say we've never actually done that so far.
Yeah. Okay, and I would like to ask you. You mentioned two types of devices. One we can say slower and faster. So experience with because now because of this pandemic, we most use this conference and videos like now. So experience with the videos and slowing the data and etc.
You can, I mean, in general, you can run video conferences over it. I will say that's not what we have originally designed it for. But even over we've done some testing, even over the 80 megabits per second, it's definitely possible to run video conferences, especially of sort of this kind where you only have one or two people that are actually on video. So that's usually not an issue. More of an issue really in that case is correctly setting up QoL on the lines all over the place. That's a little trickier because of the encryption and everything, but it's certainly a possibility.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And now we have a question from Lieutenant Colonel Slavko Tofilovsky from the Ministry of Defense. Please ask your question.
First of all, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Right.
Well, we can see you.
You can see me. Okay, I can't see myself, but it doesn't matter. There is a mirror for that. First of all, thank you all for the time and the presentation given to us. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Slavko Tofilovsky. I am come from the intelligence branch, and I have a few questions about Mr. Patrick Hlušek. I don't know if I pronounced it right, from EVP.
Yes, the pronunciation was absolutely perfect.
All right. So a couple of questions for you, sir. First of all, I didn't see in your presentation anything about do you have weapon locator radars? Do you have any kind of those? And acoustic location radars?
No, we don't have this solution in our portfolio, but regarding the acoustic solution, there is a functional system that we cooperate in where we are using another European provider of this system, and we cooperate with them with our complete system, let's say, so we can integrate acoustic reader into our solution.
And next question is, thank you for that. Next question is concerning for the, I can say ICR system that you're providing, optoelectronic cameras and everything as a system. Do they have incorporated in themselves like a rangefinder? Does it can geoposition capabilities to target the target itself, or?
Yes, exactly. Thanks to the laser rangefinder, you can use also the GPS and digital magnetic compass as a part of the system, and then you can easily target the position of your target.
And does your system connecting with the optoelectronic surveillance systems have some sort of dissemination capabilities of the data? I'm thinking about video, picture in the real time.
Yes, there are solutions like this which we are using in the world, and it is a matter of a question regarding the specific solution. But in general, I can say yes, this is possible.
So that means that you can provide a solution to incorporate the outputs of those equipment with any other command network system, I can say.
Yes, in general, it is like this, where the system works like we can cooperate either with integration of some jammers, integration of radar systems, and we can manage the complete cooperation between those equipment.
Once again, that's all from my side. Thank you for the answer. We'll definitely take in consideration your offer.
Thank you.
Hopefully we will hear it with you again soon, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll be pleased to see you.
Best regards to all the presenters from my side, and over and out.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tofilovsky and Mr. Hlušek. Do you have any other questions? Okay, if not, I suppose that the presentation gave us a lot of fruitful material, and the amount of information was also kind of overwhelming. So I will send our respected Macedonian partners and friends a list of contacts to the Czech companies that were presenting today, together with their presentations, and also I will send you the record of today's session. If there will be any further questions, please whether ask direct to the company according to the contact that we will get from me, or you can call, write, or contact the embassy or me directly, as my contact will be also on the list. And so thanks to all the participants from the Macedonian Ministry of Defense, the Macedonian Ministry of Interior, the Presidential's Office of North Macedonia, also the participants from the Czech side, which means the Czech Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Czech Ministry of Defense, the Defense and Security Industry Association. Special thanks to them because they helped us to manage today's seminar. And of course, a big thank to all the Czech companies that were presenting today. And now I'm sure that everyone is looking forward to have a good lunch. So I wish you all bon appetit and have a nice day. And thank you for participating today.
So thank you very much and take care.
Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Já myslím, že asi teda můžeme ukončit tu dnešní akci, ten webinář. Pane Dušku, my vám moc krát děkujeme za technickou podporu. Já si s vámi ještě zavolám osobně a myslím, že teda jestli by to šlo, tak bych to teďka ukončil a s vámi si zavolal, co dál a jak distribuovat ten záznam a tak dále. Šlo by to?
Ano.
Tak děkuju a já se jdu taky odpojit.
Jo, naschle.
Naschle.